Suicide's increasing among the youth, and many of them playing suicide games. This has to stop. Parents, watch your kids, and if you feel there's something going on and they are considering suicide, please talk to them. Help them. And if it seems hopeless, call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That number is 1-800-273-8255. They can help. It's free and confidential. Your call will be answered by a trained counselor in a local crisis center. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline can help. End times are upon us, and we need to know what's happening. Knowing the truth is key to survival. There are lots of news events going on in the world that have certain significance to end time happenings. Listen, as men and women gather to discuss the news and how it lines up with Bible prophecy on the last 7 days. Uploaded as a podcast Wednesdays and run live every third Friday at 12 o'clock noon Central on GJRB.
Attention men under the age of 35. You know what really impresses the ladies? When a guy has a few drinks and later gets pulled over for buzz driving. That could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. There goes let's grab dinner and a movie. Oh, I know. You drive more carefully when you're buzzed. You've proven that hundreds of times. A woman admires that kind of confidence. And you've practiced how to speak if a cop does pull you over. Slowly, clearly, and politely like, "Good evening, officer." A woman admires that kind of foresight. And what woman doesn't find it adorable that you call it buzzed even though the law calls it drunk? You could kiss $10,000 goodbye, along with any chance of having a girlfriend. Because nothing says, "I'm a catch," more than a guy who lives in his parents' basement and calls it my place.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Now, a memorable moment from a past Gary Russin program. Hello, you're on the Gary Russin program. Hello.
I just found the wrong number. I'm looking for Gary Russin.
Huh?
I'm looking for Gary Russin.
Yeah, that's me. I'm here.
Are you out of warranty yet?
Huh?
Are you out of warranty yet?
Am I out of warranty? No, I don't think so. If I was out of warranty, I'd be worried.
Your warranty is run out, dear.
Oh, lovely. So's my time almost here, for this part anyway. Lovely.
Well,
Huh?
Shazam.
Yeah, lovely. Shazam. Yeah, terrific.
Well, anyway, what do you call a nervous cow?
What do I call a what cow?
A nervous cow.
Well, no, what do you call a nervous cow?
Beef jerky.
Oh, lovely. You know, and I don't have my drum roll. I have a drum roll, but I can't find it. I had it on here once.
You used to have a drum roll.
Boom. Huh?
You used to have a drum roll right on your tummy, but it's not there anymore.
Yeah, well, yeah, I lost a lot of weight, and at the end of my cardiac, I was 210, but it dropped to 202.
Oh, wow.
202.
Can you add?
Huh?
What's 2 and 2?
202.
No.
Hello?
1 and 2.
4.
No.
Okay.
What is 2 and 2?
I don't know what you're saying, dear.
2 and 2 is 22.
Oh, okay.
You put the 2 2s together, you get 22.
Oh, okay.
I've got to quit my day job.
Yeah, I don't know. Should you?
Maybe.
Lovely.
What do you know about your wife?
A lot.
Does she snore?
I don't know. I can hear you sleep sometimes.
Yeah, I remember one time I was talking in my sleep and I said, There are strange French fries that need to be eaten. And you go, what?
No, wait a minute. I thought that was me. Wasn't it?
I don't remember.
I thought it was me you said. I said that.
Yeah, you're right. There need some French fries that need to be eaten. That's right.
Well, somehow, till this day, I don't understand why I said that, because I don't even know what I was dreaming about.
What was that?
Huh?
Uh-oh.
What?
I gotta hang up.
Why? Phone dang?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Lovely.
I'll hang up.
Well, thanks for calling again. Yeah. GGRB Online. Still the What's Happening sound. Yeah. Fun with my wife there on a recent Gary Wesson program as we do memorable moments of the Gary Wesson program and a lot of our heartbreak here on GJRB Online. Just crazy, isn't it? Anyway, welcome back to Sports Page. I'm Gary J. Wesson on GJRB Online. We're back on the air and glad to be with me as we start 45 minutes of non-stopped sports talk. Yeah, that's it. No breaks for a while. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, our fine audience. Thank you very much. Yeah. Anyway, that gives me enough time to kind of cover some things we didn't get around to yet. This 45 minutes, that's why I do it. Kind of a lot of material that I didn't get to yet. So I've been all the stopping for breaks and all that. So now I make a space in the program called 45 Minutes of Nonstop Talk. Gives you a chance as a radio audience to come in and participate in the show and put your few cents worth in and talk about what you want to talk about here on Sports Page. And it's always glad to be a part of the show here on GJRB Online, here on Spreaker. And we were on the training camps for the football players. And we just completed the AFC, so we're now into the NFC. So let's go into the NFC right now and hear some of the training camps. And all the guys are reported July 21st. Both the rookies and the veterans for Arizona Cardinals. Reporting in on the 26th and the 27th were the Arizona Cardinals at the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The Atlanta Falcons training facility in Flowery Branch, Georgia. They reported on the 26th. That was Wednesday. These guys reported in on Tuesday, the 25th, and that was the Carolina Panthers. They're in Wofford College in Spartanburg, South Carolina. The Bears, here we go, the Bears. They reported at Oliver Nazarene University in Bourbonnais. They just reported. Matter of fact, the rookies reported on July 19th, and the veterans just reported yesterday. No, they reported on Wednesday. Veterans reported Wednesday. Dallas Cowboys Marriott Residence Inn, Oxnard, California. They reported in on the 19th. And the veterans reported in on the 22nd. Detroit Lions, They're at the Detroit Lions training facility in Allen Park, Michigan. They reported the rookies reported the 24th, and the veterans reported on the 29th, which was yesterday. So the veterans just reported yesterday. Green Bay Packers, St. Norbert College, Green Bay, Wisconsin. The rookies reported on the 26th, and both the rookies and the veterans reported in yesterday. Wednesday. Wednesday is the 26th. Okay. LA Rams, University of California, Irvine. They reported on the 26th, and the veterans reported yesterday, the 28th. Minnesota Vikings, Minnesota State University, Mankato. They reported in on the 23rd, which was last Sunday. So the rookies were in early. Usually they do. Rookies report earlier than the veterans do. And the veterans came in the 26th, Wednesday. New Orleans Saints at the training facility there in what's that? Mattery? Pronounce that. Louisiana. Anyway, they reported Louisiana at July 19th, and on the 26th, the New York Giants, they reported in on the 27th at the Quest Diagnostic Training Center in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Philadelphia Eagles at the Nova Care Complex in Philadelphia. On July 23rd, the rookies reported last Sunday, and the veterans just reported in Wednesday. San Francisco 49ers at the SAP Performance Facility in Santa Clara, California. They reported in the rookies on the 27th. Both rookies and veterans both reported in on Thursday. Okay. Seattle Seahawks, Virginia Mason Athletic Center in Renton, Washington. July 29th. Both rookies and veterans. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the One Buccaneer Place, Tampa. They reported July 25th, which was last Saturday. No, July 25th. What was that? July 25th was Tuesday. Yeah, duh. July 25th, that was Tuesday. They reported in. Veterans reported the 27th. That was Thursday. And finally, Washington Redskins at the Bon Secours Training Center, Richmond, Virginia, July 26th. Both veterans and rookies. And that's who followed in and who reported in. I missed a lot of it because I went down the line here and didn't mention the dates. For the Ravens, the rookies reported on July 19th. The veterans reported July 26th. For the Buffalo Bills, the rookies reported in on July 26th. Both the rookies and the veterans. Cincinnati Bengals, they reported in Tuesday and Thursday at the Paul Brown Stadium. Cleveland Browns reported, rookies reported in at July 23rd, and the veterans reported July 26th. The Denver Broncos, they reported, the rookies reported in July 23rd, and the veterans reported on the 26th. Texas, the Houston Texans reported in July 25th, both rookies and veterans. Indianapolis Colts, Indiana Bureau Football Center in Indianapolis. The rookies came in on the 24th, and the veterans came in yesterday, July 29th. No, July 29th, that's today. The rookies report, the veterans report today. Okay, the veterans report today at the Indianapolis Colts, Indiana Farm Bureau Football Center. Okay, Jacksonville Jaguars. Their report. They're both their rookies and veterans are there. The rookies came in July 19th. The veterans came in on July 26th. Kansas City Chiefs, their veterans came in on the 27th. Their rookies were on the 24th. The Chargers, their rookies and their veterans report today. Okay? They report today. Miami Dolphins, the rookies came in back on the 20th. So that was week ago Wednesday. They were one of the earliest to report on the 20th. A week ago Wednesday, and their rookies came in the 26th. New England Patriots, the rookies came in July 24th, and the veterans came in on the 26th. The Jets, their veterans and their rookies came in on the 28th, which was yesterday. And let's see, Oakland Raiders, their veterans came in on the 28th, and their rookies came in the 24th. The rookies came in first, 24th, and then the 28th. Pittsburgh Steelers, they reported in Thursday. We know about that story. Oh yeah, because we talked about the Rolls Royce and everything. That is pretty cool too. Tennessee Titans, they reported in the 28th, both the rookies and the veterans, at St. Thomas Sports Park. So they're all there, ready to practice, and a lot of them have already starting to do scrimmages, and they're all getting ready to play football. And we always look forward to football season. We're going to see what's going to happen. When we get back on the air, I think we'll probably know exactly when some of the first preseason games are going to be, and I'll let you know about that when we get to it. And get you an idea exactly what teams are going to be reporting, and or rather, what teams are going to be playing what teams on the first preseason broadcast. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of local. Usually, I notice how the local TV stations usually cover the preseason games. It's the networks do it, but I think they kind of beam their games only to the network affiliates in that market. So a lot of times, like say the Bears, well, their games are only seen maybe in Chicago on the Chicago Bears station, or they are seen here in the Quad Cities because the Quad Cities area has a lot of Bears fans. So that game would probably be on Fox 18 probably here, KLJB. So that's some of the sports, and I really think it's going to be an interesting football season, especially when you talk about Kaepernick. I don't know. Like I said at the beginning of the show, I think that maybe, perhaps, I may be wrong, but, look, I am a patriot. Like I said, I'm a Christian, a patriot. I love America, and I stand for the American flag. I salute the American flag. I will stand for the national anthem in a ball game, and I respect the flag. And people who are so politically minded, they think they have to protest by not standing for the flag, for the national anthem. Okay, really. I mean, let's have pride in this country. Got my toothache's back, so I'm doing that. I got to get some more of that stuff for my teeth. It hurts every once in a while. I know, teeth are bugging me. Anyway, we need to respect the flag, and I agree with it. But Colin Kaepernick, he's a good ball player. Do we really think this is fair not to let him play just because he has a different political opinion? I mean, are we getting to a point where, it's communist? You either for us or not. And when you think about it, you have a lot of people out there. I don't mind them objecting. It's when they come in and they start burning the American flag and they start desecrating the American flag by stepping on it. That's when I have to stop and say, hey, wait a minute. No. You have your political opinion, but leave the flag alone. Leave the Constitution alone. Leave the, leave this, don't try to destroy for others. That's just being selfish. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we are by destroying their opinion, and maybe we're selfish because we don't like the fact that Colin Kaepernick feels this way, and we're not letting him play football just because of his opinion. Could this be wrong? Maybe so. Think about it. Just think about it for a minute. I mean, really, is it right to do that even though we disagree with his opinion? Because when we start preventing people from playing ball just because of their opinion, something's wrong there. Really is. So, what do you think about that? Just give me your opinion on it. Area code 563-613-4260, and let me know what you think about that. Okay, what we're going to do right now is something we haven't done yet, and what we usually do from time to time here on the show to make it interesting. We start visiting the social sites. And we're going to do that right now, as I usually do on Sportspage and on the Gary Russin program here on GGRB Online. I start delving into the social sites and seeing who's out there. And I do a thing where I read other people's postings on Facebook. I might get some opinions, late breaking stories and different things to talk about. And I get replies from you who are on Facebook, and what I call a scroll through social media. Yeah.
Yeah, a scroll through social media.
Yeah, that's what we're do right here. Scroll through social media. Go on Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, and I take a look and see what people are saying online. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to go to Facebook, and we're going to see what people are saying online here on GGRB Online regarding sports. Before I do that, I want to talk about some sports news for this half hour, and then we're going to do a weather on the fives real quick, and then we're going to get to the top of the hour for another sports page update. But let's hear some of the stories we got coming up this hour. The 76ers' Merkel Fultz says he believes they're going to go to the playoffs this year. He said, quote, "We're going to be in the playoffs this year, and I think everybody is willing to put forth their best effort and listen to the coaches and listen to the bench." He said, quote, "We're got to just do whatever it takes to get there." Quote, "That's practicing even harder. That's extra work in the gym by ourselves. I mean, we're going to do whatever it takes," unquote. This is a fine goal for Philadelphia, and Fultz underscores chasing the playoffs should bring the best of everyone. And I understand, and undeniably, the bright future behind Embiid, Fultz, Ben Simmons, and the rest of the young core. They might be ready for the next season. At least Robert Covington, who's already a solid starter, J.J. Redick, who plugs big hole in the shooting guard. And this week, the Eastern Conference is providing hope. Only the Cavaliers, the Celtics, the Raptors, the Wizards all look like they're playoff locks, and the Bucks are likely to as well. Plenty of people believe in the Heat, but the bottom of the couple of the spots are up for grabs, and it might take much more for Philadelphia to grab it. So that's something to talk about. And we'll be taking a look at some of the scores coming up here again. We have a well overdue for a score update, so we're going to do that here for the baseball. So I'm going to go back into the score update here and do that and see what's going on in scores. Okay, let's see here. All right, so let's take a look at the scores up till now on our scoreboard here on GJRB. It's time now for our scores every 10 minutes on GJRB. Tell you what we'll do. Why don't we just... Okay, I'm going to do scores after the hour. Okay, because we're going to be doing the top of the hour anyway. So I'm going to do scores top of the hour. Meanwhile, let's get ready for weather on the 5. We need to do that again. So we're going to do weather on the 5s, and then we'll go back to scroll through social media. You're listening to Gary J Sports Page on GJRB Online here on Spreaker across America. Glad you could be with me today for the best in Internet Talk Radio. Yeah, this is what we do here on GJRB Online. Sports and Sports Talk Radio. So I hope you're enjoying it wherever you're listening to right now. GJRB Online on Spreaker on the Internet. So why don't we do this right now? I'm going to give you weather on the 5s right now. It's time. Take a look at what's going on nationwide on the nationwide weather map for this hour. Let's take a look at Cokewell, Oregon. 75 degrees right now under sunny skies. 72 degrees in Chester, Maryland. Miami, Florida, right now you're looking at 81 degrees and it's raining there. Got some rain going on down in Miami. It's coming down in Miami. Rain in Miami. Let's take a look at your Miami weather forecast. Rain showers predicted for today. I'm looking at your Miami map right now, and there's a heavy line of heavy thunderstorms just, let's see here. Heavy thunderstorms just north of Miami and north of town, around northeast, or southwest of Fort Lauderdale. We got a line of scattered thunderstorms and heavy rain in around Hiley and Kendall. A stretch of beach front all the way down to Homestead. So all you guys are getting that right now. Rain. Isolated thunderstorms predicted today. High 84 with a 30% chance. Winds are to the south at 7 miles per hour. Your relative humidity is 88%. Your dew point 77 and your barometric pressure is dropping at 29.92 inches. 84 degrees for a high today. Chance of showers tonight. Clearing. Low 80. 20% chance of precip. 60% chance on Sunday with a high of 89, partly sunny. 79 degrees with rain on Sunday night. 80% chance. 90% chance with storms all day on Monday. High 86 for Miami. So if you're down there on vacation, it looks like you're going to get washed out for really beach fun, unfortunately, for you guys in Miami. Right now, 81 degrees and rain showers in Miami right now, and it feels like 89 there. Okay. Chester, Maryland. Let's take a look at you guys. Chester, Maryland. Okay, we're going to take a look at that, and we're going to be changing our towns here pretty soon on here. Chester, Maryland. Right now, you're at 72 degrees under cloudy skies. You've got rain in your area, too. Matter of fact, right now, in what looks like oh no, I can't pronounce that. It's like what's covering it up so I can't read it. Sant and Laurel, they got a whole mess of rain there. You've got some scattered showers and rain pretty much all the way through your state. Right now, you're half of the state. Maryland right now. Glen Burnie, all the way down in and along Annapolis, all under some showers right now. So that's what's going on in Maryland. You got a small craft advisory in your area too, by the way. Winds out of the north at 16 miles per hour. Relative humidity 72%. Your dew point 62, and your barometric pressure 729.76 inches and rising. So you're starting to get higher pressure, so we should get some really nice weather for you guys coming up. And that's Weather on the Fives at 25 and 55 minutes past the hour on GJRB Online on Spreaker during Sports Page. And we're headed into our last hour of Sports Page here on GJRB Online here on Spreaker. And I'm glad you could be with me today for all the best in sports talk radio here on GJRB Online. Gary J. Sports Page here on GJRB Online. So never stay with me. We got the best in sports talk radio. 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now here in Clinton, Iowa. 2 o'clock Central Time right now here in Clinton, Iowa. 3 o'clock East. It is noon West. And you're listening to Gary J. Sports Page on GJRB Online, Clinton, Iowa. I'm Gary J. Rustin. In the last hour of Sports Page, we're just kind of going through and picking stories and talking with you. So I hope you'll stay with me throughout the afternoon for more of Sports Page here on GJRB Online. And let's go now to that scroll through social media. We're in our Facebook page right now. I am in the GJRB Gary Rustin.
Let's scroll through social media.
Yeah, so we are now in Facebook right now, GJRB Online. So if you want to be part of the program, you can call GJRB Online right now and be on the air with me if you are following me in Messenger. Looking at some stories down the page here, see if there's any really some interesting stories. By the way, my condolences going down to Rachel R.Z. Jarvis. Oh, okay. So your mother was okay. All right. So it was Brandon's dad. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. Her father-in-law died, so condolences go out to her. Okay. All right, let's go down the line. I really am sorry. It's hard to lose a parent. It really is. There's their lunch wagon. Oh, cool. Like that. By the way, Brian, like that sandwich yesterday. It's incredible. It's absolutely fabulous. Thank you. Might get another one today. Down the page a little bit. Let's see if there's any sports stories that we can cover here. Usually there isn't on Facebook. We usually have a lot more news. Probably about maybe 1 or 2% sports. I mean, I do have some sports on here, but not always. It's mostly news, but I usually kind of check to see if there's any sports breaking that might be on here that might be interesting. Any other news. We do kind of talk a little bit about news on this program to get you ready for the Gary Rustin program on Tuesday. Live ad going on right now. Anti-Donald Trump protesters. Go figure. Gathering in front of the Trump Tower in New York City against the president's proposed health care plans. Here's what's going on. Check this out.
Keep our eye on the ball and make sure that the budget doesn't cut Medicaid, that the budget doesn't cut services. I do not want to go back into session later this fall and have to cut the New York State budget because the feds cut the budget to New York. Right? And we need all of you to help us and make sure that doesn't happen. By keep raising your voices and coming together and protesting and keeping on top of everything. You have to watch these people like a hawk, as you know. And thank you for all you've done so far, and I look forward to continuing to work with you in the future. Thank you.
Didn't know exactly who was talking there.
While we bring up a couple of other speakers, I would like to invite somebody from Planned Parenthood to come and speak.
That is going on right now in,
that's going to be, okay?
I think it's New York, isn't it?
Great.
Did I say New York? Yeah, New York City.
Did I get that right?
And they're just protesting against the Trump, in front of the Trump Tower. Where else could you protest in front of if you have to have a grievance? But yeah, like I said before, a lot of it's because people are concerned about their health care. So it's understandable in that situation. Further down the line here, we got a lot of stuff to look at. Some old record players I look at. I love that stuff. Going down the line a little bit. Let's see here. Nothing new here, doesn't look like, as far as that's concerned. So we're gonna kind of go say goodbye to that. We're gonna go and visit over on YouTube. Now I'm gonna visit No, I'm visiting next Twitter. So we're going to go to that here. Let's see, we go to Twitter. Let's go to Twitter and tweet. I'm going to go there right now. See what's going on, because usually I have a lot of sports on there. And that'll lead me to our next thing we usually like to talk about, and that's auto racing. And we're going to do a little bit of that next. I have to kind of sign in there. Okay. Let's sign in twice. Okay. Okay, we're in Twitter right now. I just flipped over to Twitter, and still on Facebook. It's on the other tab, so we're kind of rolling down here and looking at what's going on Twitter now. Let's see. Okay. Well, let's see here. Intercontinental ballistic missiles. Okay, Huffington Post. A lot of news on here. Ooh, look at this one. This is a charter bus got engulfed in flames in Texas freeway. Oh my. When did this happen? Wow. Oh boy. That's a mess. Talk about that. Wow. By the way, here's a concern for people who get Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Trace amounts of chemicals used to kill weeds have been found in a Ben & Jerry's ice cream. And so you better check if you buy Ben & Jerry's, check your freezer and make sure that your coating there. I don't know, you have to check with that. Let's go down the page and see what we got here. I'm looking at some sports stories, basically. So we are now in the, okay, here we go, NASCAR. Okay, we go look at some of NASCAR stuff. And let's see what we got here. Going on right now, I guess, is a race. Where is this at, I wonder? Say here, NASCAR. Seabell Racing. Where is this at? There's a win. Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell wins at Pocono. The Pocono Raceway. Christopher Bell wins at the Pocono Raceway in the final lap. Okay. Here's a good one.
Meanwhile, Christopher Bell continues down the Long Pond straightaway, headed to the tunnel turn. 3 wins already this season for Bell.
He's about to make it 4. Still a tight battle for second back there. T. Truex has not given up yet.
For the 3rd year in a row, Kyle Busch Motorsports will win at Pocono. This time around, it's the 4 truck driven by Christopher Bell, his 4th win of the season.
Woo! Good job,
Christopher Bell wins at the Pocono. Yeah. Fantabulous. And there you go. The NASCAR, that is Christopher Bell. Oh, yeah, good player. Good racer, rather. So Christopher Bell wins the Poconos. And there's their latest from that area. Okay, let's go further down the line now. Okay, here we are. Sports Page, Part 3. You can listen to us right here on Twitter. All you got to do is just click that widget. It'll bring it up and play this live for you right on Twitter. And you can get to me right there. You can talk to me right there, too. So if you follow me on Twitter, say howdy. I'd love to hear from you. Alrighty. Connor for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think I heard this before. One of the ball players there. Cancer is behind them. Just another rookie. Now, this is reported. James Conner, in late April, James Conner was picked up on the phone with Coach Mike Tomlin on the other, telling Conner that he is about to be selected for the 3rd round of the NFL draft. Conner took a deep breath and celebrated the final steps draining journey into marginal college prospect. Apparently he had cancer. So he's going to St. Vincent's College. He's already there. He's a cancer survivor. a cancer survivor, and he said on Friday at the Steelers training camp that, quote, "I'm glad that football players will be all the emotional part. I'm a good football player and all emotional part. Oh, wow, I'm in the NFL, and that's all behind me now. 22-year-old only focused on this behind, namely trying to get a firm grasp at the offensive coordinator, to grasp at it. His offensive coordinator, Todd Haley, playbook developing a rapport with the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, with Pro Bowler Le'Veon Bell yet to sign. Now, his contract, Le'Veon Bell, from what I understand, I guess they're still in the contract negotiations. He isn't even there. He's yet to sign a franchise tag tender to report to camp. So he has to do something yet before he reports to camp. Connor, former member of the Kansas City Chiefs backup, Niall Davis, finds themselves splitting carries in shoulders. Connor understands that he's not Bell, but then again, neither is anyone else in the NFL. So I don't know. I have to take a look. Hope he. That's good. I didn't know he had cancer. That's a shame. Another good ball player there. That at least they know that his cancer is cancer free. So that's a good thing. You listen to Gary J Sports Page on GJRB Online on Spreaker, and we're going to be taking a break here pretty soon. We're pretty much coming to the end of our 45 minutes of nonstop talk for this segment, and we're going to be wrapping it up on our sports page here in this hour, and have some of our final stuff done, and we're going to close out our sports page, of course, with scores and that, and give you our final rundown of who's playing baseball tonight, all coming up on the Gary J Sports Page here on GJRB Online. Okay, so we'll be doing that here in a minute. We're going to do another score update as well here on Sports Page here on GJRB Online here on Spreaker. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to go there and pull up the scores. That's all I want. I want to do that for. Okay, I want to pull up the scores. Okay, so I'm going to bump back and give you another run of scores. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to go into my scoreboard here again for Yahoo and get our sports scores. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, all scores. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to do another sports score update of the two games going on right now. We're just about on the home stretch where those games are just about over. And we're going to see what's going on in those games here. I'm going to do that right now. And let you know what's going on there before we close out today. Let's see. Oh, what did I do that? Okay, here we go. Tampa Bay. Okay. I didn't want to duplicate those pages, did I? No, I didn't. Why am I doing that? Okay. I want to duplicate this page because I want to go into the other game. So I was going to go to the scores. Let's see. I always forget how to do this. MLB scores and schedules. Okay, here we go. So let's take a look at what's going on here in sports on the sports page on GJRB Online on Spreaker before we run out, and we're going to be taking a break here. So we're about maybe 1 minute left in this segment. So why don't I do this? I'm going to take a program break, and then I'll return. I'll give you the scores and the games coming up next on Sports Page here on GJRB Online. I'm Gary J. Russell. I hope you're enjoying the program. This is Gary J. Sports Page here on GJRB Online, and I'm glad you can listen to the show and enjoy the program and check on what we're talking about in sports, and hope you're enjoying the show. Gary J Sports Page, heard every couple weeks here on GJRB Online, and we're headed to the home stretch, the final part of Gary J Sports Page, coming up next on GJRB Online here on Spreaker across America and around the world. Glad you could be with me today here on Sports Page on GJRB. Be right back. I got more sports coming up next on GJRB.